Hey, so coming up next, we are going to be having Clockwork Night 2, and that is going to be run by Alaskan Emily. So just gonna check in and see if we're all ready to go. And
Yeah, I think we're ready.
okay, I'm getting the green light here, so it sounds like we are all ready to go. So let's hand it on over to Emily and see what's going on with Clockwork Night 2.
Hello, I am alaskanemily. I played Clockwork Knight 1 about a year ago on this very marathon, and now we have the second and final game of the series. Also, just one thing I'd like to point out, this game has a Moo button on the main menu. I don't know why that's there, but that's something you can definitely do in this game. All right, and I think we should be ready. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, now. So this game was released like a year after the first game, and the first game was a launch title for the Sega Saturn. They're both really short games. It's kind of obvious that like they kind of rushed the first game out, and then they're like, well, we still have half a game to make, and so this is the other half. And they actually re-released them as a single disc in Japan. One kind of funky thing is that even though this is supposed to be like an immediate sequel to the first game, it like starts with basically a retelling of the final cutscene from the first game. The first level is very similar to the first two levels of the first game, so yeah, a little funky. Right here, we're gonna go down here. This is a little bit more of a safer strategy. One thing in this game is that you can increase your life bar, which is on the left. See if you see those gears. I just grabbed the green one. Oop, don't want to drop down like that. So by picking up the gold winding keys, we can get more gears, up to 2 additional ones, up to 5 total. And we're going to want to do that before we get to the second level boss. Ooh, that's slow. All right. So at the end of each of these levels, there's this little like mini game you can play to get extra lives. For that, you want to land on the very last little bit of that little springboard I jumped off of, because then you'll bounce, but you'll still end the level immediately. And that's slightly faster. Like, it's probably a glitch, really, that you bounce and also lose. You probably shouldn't, like, immediately lose when you bounce. This is the new type of level they added for this game over the first game, and it is kind of an auto-scroller. I mean, it's completely an auto-scroller, but all of the 2 auto-scrollers in this game have alternative exits. Right here, I want to skip that coin. So the main speed strats in this game are to avoid getting 5 coins for as long as you can. As long as I don't have 5 coins total, then I won't go to the bonus game. And that's... Bonus game is slow. We want to avoid that. So we're going to take a very low jump here. Yes, perfect. We missed 2 of those coins. And this is the alternative exit. It's a whole lot faster than actually like going through the whole level normally. There's also like a 1 in 100 chance that it doesn't work properly and you just go through the end of the building and then like fall off the edge and have to restart, which is always fun. The bosses in this game are just kind of weird. This is like this rock and roll themed snake made of blocks, but it also is like a professional grade microphone. I don't know. Just some weird stuff in this game.
It's the kind of creature design I'm here for.
Yeah. I think it lives up to the whole made of toys aesthetic. It's just really, like, how do you come up with this, you know?
You just gotta go wild with it.
Yeah, sometimes it lets you get a whole bunch of hits off right there. Sometimes it doesn't. Kinda. Yeah, there I missed that upper jump. Also, if you watch the sun in the background, something funny happens. But it's gonna sing, and like it does this like little palette swap trick, and see it turns into a moon. Weird little detail. So for this part, if you look, there's like this one little like darkened spot that I want to get right under Pepper's foot, right there,
That's cool.
hopefully. Because then, yeah, there we go. See, it's not hitting us. We're passing right in between the blocks. Also, fun fact, I can run up here on top of these things while it's doing this. This doesn't do anything useful, but you can do it.
I feel like that was a bit against the spirit of jump rope.
Look, it's not my fault that the boss didn't bring a jump rope that functions properly. If you don't get it in that case, you still just attack through. That's one of the main reasons we get extra health in this game, is just that we can just tank a bunch of hits from bosses. So if you watch here, we're going to go straight from that little cutscene to study room. We skipped the first roulette to get more lives. That saves like somewhere around 20 to 30 seconds every time you skip it. In normal mode, there are enough coins just lying around that we're not going to be able to skip it a second time, basically. So the music in this level is really good. So a couple little things here. We're gonna... Ideally, whenever I'm attacking to be able to grab stuff, because you have to push the attack button to grab stuff, I want to do that attack while I'm in the air rather than on the ground. And the reason is that if I attack while I'm on the ground... Oh, here, we're gonna take through these. If I attack while I'm on the ground, I like slow down just a little bit to like do the sword, because you can't be moving forward and doing the sword at once. Doing sword takes precedence. So I want to like attack while I'm in the air to get the attack button held. And the same goes for throwing things. If I'm gonna throw something, I want to jump and throw while I'm in the air. It's not that big a deal in this level, but in the later ones, that like speeds things up to do it that way. Ideally, I would be jumping and like attacking as I begin jumping and right before I land all the time, but you have to have really good timing to be able to do that. Just for safety, I'm not doing that. But like here, I'm going to do a little jump, do the attack to pick this up. There we go. Jump and then throw. Ever so slightly faster. It also doesn't matter how long I spend like skidding around on top of the cannons. It just takes like a certain amount of time from when you land to when you can actually like go into them. So sometimes, okay, sometimes you can run under that, sometimes you can't. Right up here, I'm gonna, this might look a little slow, and I mean, it is if I fall off like that. Yeah, grab that extra key, because we want to have this full 5 gears of life, because that lets us tank through more hits than the next boss. The next boss has a lot of RNG on how it behaves. I think it's more of like exactly where you stand and how quickly you do things that determine it, but even in an ideal world, we would be tanking down to one gear if we didn't have extra life like this. So this looks like a secret exit, and it is, but then we need to very quickly jump down here, and this is the one trap box in the game. There we go. Oh, we got the quick open. If you attack the very top of the opening that you attack to open those boxes, it opens quickly. This level probably has the most secrets that I get to show off of just random places that you go. Because then you'd think, oh, we need to get to the end. But no, I need this cigarette lighter because I need to go light all the candles. Because obviously that's going to make a rocket ship appear, which will take us to the next level faster.
Classic platformer design.
I know. In the first game, it was always like a box you opened in a hidden place to go through. In this game, it's always you pick up a rocket ship, which is kind of weirder. The first game feels unfinished in some ways, but the rocket ship feels really weird. So I'm sure anyone who has played this game has this boss burned into their memory. This is where children's playthroughs of this game go to die. Some fun little Easter eggs if you look in the background. That is the shell of the television, which was the final boss in the first game. Also, if you notice, there's like a globe, and there's also a model of the planet Saturn, because we're playing this on Sega Saturn. Aren't you glad you bought a Sega Saturn? You're playing this instead of Super Mario 64. So this phase of the fight,
yeah.
this is where I think everyone's first playthrough of the game ends, on this phase of the fight. In this case, because we have this extra life and we know how it works, yep, there we go. We're just going to keep attacking. We're going to take some extra hits. But, oh, man, a lot of extra hits. Not what I meant to do. I need to actually grab more health now. If I didn't need to do that, I could attack it while it's skidding away like that. This also means that yeah, oh, boy. Okay, all right, okay, boss. Okay. All right, we're going to play it safe after that. That was not supposed to go that way.
Good gravy.
I know. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. It's okay.
We're good. We're good.
We'll just try that a second time.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure.
All right. I've got $5 here from Junko. Hi, Em. Sean here. just wanted to drop a bit here to thank you for running this weird game at this great event for an even better cause. Much love from Doggo, Lat, John, Smitty, and the rest of the gang. Less than 3.
Oh, it's Sean. Surprised Sean showed up this early. Also, if you're wondering why didn't the first phase of the boss attack me, and the answer is I held the start button on controller 2. And if you do that, it just gives up, I guess. Oh, man. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, see, if I knew that was going to happen, I could have kept attacking, and I could have ended it right there. But I played it. We don't have the extra health anymore because we took a death, so we're going to just play it safe. It's actually really hard to jump over it. Like, that's one of the hardest jumps to make in the game. If you're playing this game casually, that's like, I don't know how they expect you to do that. I think we're close enough. Yep, we got one butt hit. I'm gonna actually attack through here, even though, like, oh, come on. There's like a 50-50 chance of if when you attack, you go over the top of it or you get pushed along by it. You always want to get pushed along by it. The final phase, in comparison, is actually pretty tame. It turns into a bat. 2 things to note here. One is that whatever side of the screen you're standing on, it will always zoom over to the opposite side. And 2 is that after you get the 3rd and final hit on this phase of the fight, it always goes over to the left side and lights itself on fire. So obviously you want to be on the left side. There we go. Slightly unsafe strats to be running up and hitting it like that, because if I don't grab the egg here optimally to throw at it. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, we got it. Okay, all right. So this is where we're gonna play it safe, because on the 3rd hit it does something a little differently, where it comes back and attacks, and I'm not gonna go for it. If you're really quick, everything goes well, you can do it. I didn't do it though, so we want to make sure it's on the left side, and there we go. And it always goes over there to light itself on fire, and that's the end of that boss. That's, boy. Hopefully that's cathartic for anyone who actually played this game to see it defeated. Although, boy, it
pretty involved for an early game boss.
That's the most complex boss in the entire game. I feel like they put all their effort into that.
That's
the ending
the
of that
rental
also
killer.
Yes. Also, that's like that boss has 3 phases. There are other bosses that have phases, but they're not like that. It's more like, oh, you have to take it to like a different set of moves it uses, rather than it transforms into yet another form. And that does all those Easter eggs in the background. I feel like they put all their effort into that boss first.
We're just gonna go wild on this one boss fight.
I mean, I have no doubt that everyone who played this game distinctly remembers that boss because of it, but like, boy. Oh, so I wanted to land on top of that mill one. As long as we get to this here duck, it'll be fine. This is the bathroom. I want you to just look in the background real quick. Do you see that giant window? This is a weird layout for a bathroom. It really looks a lot more like a kitchen, but here we are. This is the bathroom, obviously.
It's my combination kitchen bathroom.
What a weird choice. I guess it was cheaper to build because you only had to put in 1 set of sinks. Also, it has like this like greenhouse ceiling. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this level. It's just real weird. So here we're gonna, you don't have to jump that high, but if you jump low, there's like a 25% chance you don't get enough height and you just fall off the bottom there. I've been trying to avoid that recently. So you might, oh, this guy's being a troll. Oh, he's being a real troll. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Series of unfortunate events going on there. I'm actually gonna grab this key just for safety. Ideally, I'm not gonna need it, but you know, sometimes see that guy there, I attacked him and then picked him up.
Goodness.
Ideally, there's like a very small chance that you won't pick him up because you're just moving too fast. That's also, you saw I had to jump before I threw him. I didn't have to, but it's slightly faster to jump after you, when you want to throw him. So this is gonna take us to the second and final auto-scroller. This one also has a secret exit, although it's kind of a lot more work to get to. You have to, maybe not a lot more work, you have to know where you're going much more, because you can keep going between the foreground and the background at will rather than hitting switches. You land on these whales, the whales take you there. Kind of strange. Look at the giant windows in the background. What kind of a bathroom is this? If anyone ever actually decides to do an all cards run of this game, this level will be the worst because you actually cannot get all the cards on a single life. Also, these giant metal sharks, Clanker from Clanker's Cavern, they are instant death if you fall into one. There is no appeal. So this is the third whale. You always want to take the third whale. Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah. It's like the first thing they teach you.
So a little trick here, there's this gold key. You don't have to walk into it or fall into it. You can just, like, attack, and wherever your horse's head goes, that counts as picking stuff up. Just this giant row of windows and stools. That like, what kind of a background is this for a bathroom?
Yeah, you got your oxygen tanks and your fake palm trees and...
Like, I think those are, like, liquid nitrogen tanks or, like, acetylene welding tanks, and there's, like, just real weird.
Well, so you can feel invincible while you're...
Yeah.
You know.
So this boss is actually probably, if you aren't comfortable with it, is harder than the second world boss. This one is actually pretty simple. It alternates going to the left side of the screen and the right side. You just attack it and you avoid the soap.
Oh, they're wiggling.
If it does go to the center, I have to oh, that's fine. It's fine. If it goes to the center, I have to guess if it's going to go left or right. Oh, all right. Also, like, I hear it's on the far left. I don't know if it's... Oh, I wanted to get the extra little jump. I don't know if it's going to go to the center or the right, so I just stand here in between them. That's actually really good for that phase because it throws them in that order every time. So I don't know if it's going to go to the left or right now because it's in the center. Oh, okay, all right, I guess wrong. There we go. So fun fact, if you stand in the water, Pepper doesn't do his victory dance. That doesn't actually do anything, but it's kind of funny. But if, like, here, if I walk on here, he starts doing it. It was hard to see. I did it too late. Nightmare Fuel Rubber Duck.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the roulette.
I'd love to see it.
Hashtag trans pride balloons in the background, question mark. And then we're on to the last room of the game, the clock tower, because this family also just has this giant ancient clock tower in their house, I guess. It's kind of weird.
You don't?
We know this isn't even technically their attic, because we played in the attic in the first game. So, like, this is like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Like,
we got the Clockwork Knight lore master over here.
I guess it's fitting that a game called Clockwork Knight would end in a clock tower. Like, I get it, but also I thought this was supposed to be taking place in one family's house. Also, these boxes are real trolls.
So who turns Clockwork Knight's key?
The other toys do, and they explain this in the intro to the first game.
Oh, okay, you see.
The ending cutscene of this game actually also reinforces that. It's really weird that they actually thought of that. I feel like you could just leave that alone, but I guess they want to get that deep lore in.
Part of the themes, right?
Yeah, so this looks like I'm going slow, and the answer is yes, I am, because it's really easy to walk off the edge right there, and I don't want to do that. If I was down to 1 health, I would grab an extra health there, but I'm not, so we just don't get hit. Forehead. Actually, I probably should have grabbed extra health, but it'd be fine. So this is kind of strangely like a really forgiving part of the game, because if I were to fall down, oh no, okay, it's okay. But if I were to fall down there, oh, I actually wanted to grab the health that was in that. If I were to fall down right there, that would not be death. That would, oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. We're fine. No, we're not fine. Oh, I got trolled by the footballers so hard. It's okay. It's all okay. That's unfortunate. Oh, man. They're really trolling me hard on that one. One thing that's kind of cool about this game compared to the first game is that they actually themed a lot of the enemies. In the first game, they're like the little footballer guys, but they're the same in every single level. Like, they look the same. There are no palette swaps even. The first game was really badly rushed, but in this one, they actually started theming them based on what level you're on. This is also by far the hardest level of the game. I'm taking these shortcuts. If you see that spinning thing off to the left, that is absolutely horrible to deal with the spinning thing if you don't know how to get to the secret exits there. I'm walking here. If you run here, it is faster, but if you fall down, that's not what you don't want to fall down.
Falling down is not faster.
Falling down is way not faster, so I'm gonna get the extra extra keys here, gears here. Winding key. Also, I'm sure I was the only one, but when I saw the Keyblade, a little bit of a tangent. When I saw the Keyblade for the final character in Super Smash Brothers, I think I was the only one who thought, it's Pepper from Clockwork Knight. Pepper had one first. Like, Pepper's the original Keyblade wielder. Yeah, so I guess I didn't get to show it, but if I were to fall down here, I would not actually have to redo the level. I would just be able to go back to that last box I took to get up top. It's kind of shockingly forgiving, given the rest of the game. Okay. So this is the last normal level of the game. After this, we have the last world boss fight, and then we have the final boss. Same structure as the first game. This level is by far the easiest, though, because it's basically, if you know where the secret exits are, there's like multiple secrets on secrets of how to get through this game. First off, it's gonna look like we want to go through like this box on the left, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna pull back this block on the right. See that box? We're not going in there. We're going over here. Going down the secret exit. But then there's more, because now we're in this race with this guy, who I think is like Pepper's squire from the first game, but doesn't appear. There are races in this game. I just skipped them because they're slow, because, you know, that's extra stuff to do. So as long as... photosensitivity warning coming up, by the way, like, real quick here. If we get here fast enough, this giant key falls down. See the winding key on Pepper's back? Watch how it's gold now, because we got the secret bonus. Also, that was the flashing lights. That's the only part of this game that's like that, as far as I remember. The first game had it real bad on like most bosses. Yeah, that's the final level. If you know where those secrets are, it's real quick.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Oh. So what does the gold key do? Well, it gives us full bonus gears for health. Also, even if we take a death, we keep all the bonus gears, which feels like it should have been brought up earlier than this, but here we are. So this is the final boss of the normal levels, which is like this castle that transforms into...
Oh, yeah.
Something, and now we're gonna fight him on the face of a clock, because we are the Clockwork Knight.
It is a metaphor.
Is it though? He has a bunch of different patterns. Some are really fast and some are really slow. That's the slow one. Okay. So if he puts both his hands together, yeah. So this is normally fast if he didn't already pop out one of the little footballers, because yeah, if he does this, he puts his head down when he does it. See.
Oh, look at that smile on his face. He's having a great time. He loves that.
Yeah, he's having a good time. So mainly, all these patterns are kind of just fine. The one we don't want to get is if he makes fists and starts pounding. That's really slow if he does that. Like, this grabbing, it's kind of slow. Ideally, he would be doing the one where he puts his hands together and then also lowers his head, but... Because then I could just jump up and attack his head. Fun fact, there's a secret character in this game. So it looked like oh, this is the slow one. Here we go. There we go.
Character? You hold that on us?
Maybe that's for a future run. But yeah, there's a secret character. He can double jump, which breaks the game all kinds of different ways. And he could just jump up there and attack the guy's head constantly, and like that boss is so quick with him. This is the final boss. It's the Clockwork Dragon. There are many ways this fight can go. There is a very fast way to take care of this. It really depends on what he does in this first phase, if we can get to it or not. So I want him to turn or to breathe fire, not to jump. Okay, he jumped. Okay, all right. So we need to run over here. I need to get 2 hits on him before he reforms. Yes, perfect. Okay. The jump is kind of good because it makes it safer to do this where I stand on the right-hand side. Unlike when he was showing up, I can attack him by jumping up here and getting some extra hits. Also, unlike how the first game was structured, in this game, every single hit on a boss always counts as a hit on their full life bar, rather than the first game where like certain phases were gated off. So, really fast here. I can... No, we didn't get it. Should be really fast, though.
I love this boss design.
They just... the game design in this game is... Oh, wow. Okay, he juked me real good. I guess second chance, though. Oh my gosh, what? He's wrecking me.
He just wants you to stick around for as long as possible.
I guess so. Oh gosh, do I wait? Oh god, okay. I'm like, I only have 1 health. So time is coming up real quick. It's when the HUD finally disappears. And time. That was a little bit less than ideal because we took a couple deaths on that, but honestly, they were definitely on the 2 most nerve-wracking parts of the game, so I feel okay with that.
Oh, you did great.
Thank you. And that is Clockwork Knight 2. This is the last time you ever see Pepper Chow in any game that Sega ever made.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
I mean, they wrapped up the story of the final game. Also, shockingly, the final boss was Pepper's grandfather. Spoilers.
Oh
Wait, I was
my
supposed to say that first. I know. And that is Clockwork Knight.
Awesome. Let's all give it up for Alaskan Emily. That was a great run of Clockwork Knight 2.
Oh, Tonga dropping the facts in chat. Apparently, Pepper did show up in Sega Gaga on Dreamcast. I was unaware of that.
Okay, so let's see here. Looks like we've got a couple of donations. And just a reminder that we are raising money for the Trevor Project. If you want to donate to the Trevor Project, you can type !donate in chat and you'll get a little link there, and then you can go and donate to a great cause. So coming up next, we are going to be seeing a Hot Wheels run. Let's see here. So yeah, so Hot Wheels World Race is going to be coming up next, and we actually have a donation incentive for that. So we need to raise money to hit a $350 goal, so that we play as the Shrek car. Come on, it's the Shrek car. You know you want it. So the Shrek car, we are currently at $136 out of $350 needed. So we've got minutes before the run starts. So I absolutely know we can hit that. So let's do it, chat. Let's get the Shrek car and raise some more money for Trevor Project. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get $10,000 by the end of Hot Wheels. Do you think that we can beat that?